God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want to find.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hall again on 2nd down. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Johnson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson on 1st down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Watson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Hall. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. will go for it. It's Hall. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football, and he'll break up the pass.
As a result, knocks it down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed it at the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Johnson's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to roam now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Buccaneers at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 70. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
To the air yet again, Watson. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watson looks to throw again. Open man has got it. It's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on, set.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Watson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got Otten on the out route. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a first down. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 11th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Watson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Watson.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, Every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Watson. And he's got it. That pass play good for 7. But it still brings up a 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now.
Again, Wilson. Incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
Let's go. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. Want me the best? Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The chattermouths who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this